Hi guys, Steph here. Right, what have we got for you today? Another interesting fountain pen. First of all, what we got for you is a Sheaffer fountain pen. This is a Sheaffer, from one of the Balance family of pens. Now, with some Sheaffer pens, we've had it before in the past where you look at a particular pen and there's so many different sort of deviations or different sort of trim, etc. of a particular model, it can get quite confusing. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to go straight to the barrel imprint. Let's look over the camera, make sure we can see it. And what we've got there is the barrel imprint reads W.A. Sheaffer Pen Company, Fort Madison, Iowa, USA, patented USA. And then hopefully you can see to the bottom it has a number 400. Let's give you a different angle. Sometimes it's a little bit clearer. It's not the clearest of barrel imprints I've seen, but it's still quite legible. Okay, let's give it another little twirl. Okay, so first and foremost, what you'll see to the bottom, as we said, is the number 400. So some people look at this pen and say, oh right, I've got a Sheaffer 400 fountain pen. Unfortunately, that's not the case. What we've got here, as I say, is one of the Sheaffer Balance family of pens. Now, at the time, around about the 1940s, Sheaffer brought out this clip here. Okay, and for some people that have not seen these clips before, you may know, you may not, is what they term as a military clip. Okay, let's give it a twirl. You can see the clip goes all around the top of the cap there into the back of the pen there. So what we've got is a Sheaffer Balance with a military clip. Now, the military clips they brought them out in around about the early 1940s, and they brought them out for the American military. The reason for the clips, quite simply being, is so that the pen could be popped into a shirt pocket, and so that the clip does not show inside the shirt pocket, and also it doesn't affect the flap of the pocket as well. So the way it was designed is so it sits quite low in the pocket, and again it doesn't show the clip itself because it's only a short clip, and also because of the design it doesn't crinkle or doesn't affect the flap on the pocket itself. And that's basically the reason for the military clips. Now, this particular pen, nice and simply, this is the Sheaffer Commandant Streamlined Balance fountain pen. Yep, I know, very confusing, because some of the other military clips of that particular period, the names of the pen were, they had a service autograph, which I believe was the top of the range with gold, solid gold trim. They also, I believe there was a Sky Dot fountain pen. There was also a Valiant, a Vigilante, not Vigilante should I say, a Vigilant, and a Defender. So they were basically the range of the pens with the military caps of the early 1940s. Again, they were all very similar but different. Some of them had a two-tone nib. This one you'll see has just a monotone nib. But again, the difference being is the clips were sometimes slightly different. Some of the other models had what they term as a white dot to the front here. But again, the very confusing bit is that people look at these pens and say, yeah, I've got a Sheaffer 400. The 400 actually relates to the retail price of the pen in the 1940s, i.e. in this particular case, it was $4. So again, very confusing. So what we're going to do is concentrate on this one, and as we said, this one is the Commandant Streamlined Balance fountain pen with the military clip. As you can see, it comes in this gorgeous green striated sort of vertical stripe pattern. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, there, let's have a look at the pattern there. Absolutely beautiful. It's been fully restored, new sack, etc. Everything's been cleaned. You'll notice it's a lever fill fountain pen. Okay, another confusing factor, some people will see they've got a blind cap to the end of the barrel there, and that indicates that what they have is a vac fill piston filler. Okay, so some of the other models were vac fill piston fillers. As I say, this specific model is a lever fill fountain pen. The size of this pen from the top of the cap to the bottom of the barrel, 129mm capped. Around the barrel, it's approximately 10.5mm in diameter. So let's undo the cap for you. Let's give you some of the customary twirls, show you different angles. An absolutely gorgeous pen. And as it says, being a streamlined, it's quite a thinnish pen as well. But as we said earlier there, you can see we've got the, as I said, the military clip. So let's have a look at this section. Let's try and hold it up. I don't know if you can actually see it. A little bit difficult to show. But what it actually has here within the section, again, difficult to show you. One day I'm going to actually find out how I can actually show these see-through sections with the lighting that I've got. But basically you've got a little ink view window there, and what that basically is what they termed was a visualated ink window. Let's take you up to the section a little bit closer. Okay, you can see the section with the bottom there being this ink view window, tapers towards this ridge towards the nib, and there you go with the nib. The nib on this pen nice and simply reads Sheaffer, then it has a number 3, and then it has made in the USA. So as you can see, we've got what we term as a monotone nib, i.e. it's just simply a gold nib all over. And what you'll find is some of the other models within this 1940 range had what they term as a two-tone triumph nib. Okay, so let's show you a sideways view there. You can see you've got the customary Sheaffer feed underneath there, a lot sort of fatter than sort of normal feeds. Let's keep it nice and still for you, give it a little bit of a twirl. Okay, all in all, in beautiful condition. So as we said, it's a lever fill fountain pen. As I say, it's a slimline balance, which, yeah, it's quite a smallish pen, although with my large hands it still feels quite comfortable to hold. So let's see how the pen rides. I've fully restored it, new sack, etc. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and stop sort of filling the pens if I can help it. Let's just do a dip test. So what we have in this particular case is a Sheaffer's, and this one being the there we have it. Okay, so what we have is a Commandant Streamlined Balance fountain pen. Again, the date of it, very early 1940s, maybe 19 41, 42. Writing very nicely, as you'd expect from this nib. And I would say writing with a fine line. But all in all, a very nice writer. Okay, let's wipe that off. Let's show you the... There you go. So I would say writing with a fine line. As you can see, lovely writer. No issues with the writings of this particular pen. Very nice indeed. Okay, so let's put the cap back on. Incidentally, one thing I've not shown you on this pen, if I take you up to the clip there, you'll see that it reads Sheaffer's. So it's got the Sheaffer's word to the clip. And again, another difference of some of the pens. Some of the pens did not have the word Sheaffer on the clip. As I mentioned earlier, some of them had a white dot underneath the clip, and some of them actually had, to the end of the clip here, a little roundel, if you like, to the end of the clip. So once again, can be very confusing, but just concentrating on this specific model, we have a Sheaffer Commandant Streamlined Balance fountain pen. As it says on the barrel, 400. That is not the model, that is the retail price of this pen of that particular period, i.e., as we said before, being $4. So there we have it. Let's leave it at that. So I hope you've enjoyed looking at the pen as much as I enjoy showing them to you. As always, don't forget, leave a comment below, and have you subscribed? If not, why not subscribe now? And if you possibly can, down below, please support my work. But for now, I'll just say bye bye for now.